Yo, I have been going for 2 months. 2 months. I have not uploaded a long form video, and I owe y'all an explanation. So I'm trying to find a really nice spot, but that's proving to be a little bit more difficult than I had anticipated. Hello, beautiful people. Guys, I'm honestly trying to hide my excitement for just how elated I am to be recording because you know what? Today is May 17th and this video is going up today. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of editing. I'm going to try my best to stay on topic and not get distracted. But yo, I have been going for 2 months. 2 months. I have not uploaded a long form video, and I owe y'all an explanation. But first, before I even go there, guys, welcome, welcome back to my channel. Yo, we're in business. We are trying in these streets. So welcome to my channel. Yo, over the time of me not being very active, I have gained the most subscribers I've ever gained during my experience in YouTube. And a part of me is just like, how does that work? But you know what? I'm just like, praise God, I'm going to leave it there. So, y'all, if you are new to this channel and this is your first video that you are seeing, baby, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Life with Shay, honey. I am so glad that you are here. To all of my returning subscribers, yo, I am so sorry to leave you hanging. Please know I have literally thought about uploading a video every single week. The execution part just needed a little bit of work. Actually, it needed a lot of work because it's been 2 months. And I have tried my hardest not to be eaten up by like shame and guilt because I'm trying my hardest to be consistent on this YouTube journey and just in life general. And I feel like I am utterly failing. So I did want to start this video by saying, guys, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And I am sorry. Like, I feel like I have not spoken to my best friend in like 2 months. That's how I feel coming back. So now that we're here and about to have this conversation as to why my behind's been gone, I'm so excited. So let's just start. Where have I been these last 2 months? Yo, so much has happened. Like, I don't even remember everything that's happened. And I probably should have looked back through my camera roll to figure out everything that's happened because that's like my little memory box. But I was working hard to edit a video this week and I was going to let it go out today. And something in my spirit was just like, it didn't feel right uploading that video randomly, knowing that I've been MIA for 2 months. Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have a real conversation with you guys and just upload whatever it is that I record today. I will edit out just the randomness or like if I go off topic. But outside of that, guys, you are getting a real and raw, uncut video. So here it is. Um, y'all, life has been lifing, and I'm really trying to learn how to be consistent with YouTube and other areas of my life, while life just seems to be turning turning upside down. Um, Long story short, I am at a new job. My old job situation that came to a very abrupt end a couple of weeks ago, and that took me for a complete loop. And even before that job came to an end, it was just a very unhealthy environment for me mentally and in so many other ways. But I was able to hold on because I was working with my best friend. So when it came to an end, it was a real turning point for me because I was just like, okay, Lord, like, I feel like you've called me to Bermuda. You've asked me to be here. You've provided for me while I'm here. It has been so hard. I've struggled with so many things, but yet I've, in the weirdest way, still been able to see you. Because for the longest time, I genuinely just feel like God gave me the instruction to come back. He provided for me in some ways, but when it came to the day to day stuff, when it came to me struggling, when it came to me absolutely hating where I was working and what I was dealing with, I just felt like He was so absent. And so I feel like we go through so many just different phases in life. Like it literally has its ups and downs. Because at that point during that time frame, guys, I was honestly down. I was just struggling to do the bare minimum. And I don't like when that happens because it sucks all of the creativity out of me. I would have the desire to do something, but the energy is just not there. And that's what I was struggling with over the last 2 months. And the other side of that is that I feel like I'm going through a little identity crisis when it comes to YouTube, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what is it that I'm doing outside of just vlogs. Like, I love vlogging. I love bringing you guys alongside my journey. I love being transparent. I love being honest, but I don't know, is there more that I could be doing? And I find that when I'm overthinking something, I often get paralyzed in just thinking and no action. So like, I have so many videos backlogged. I just went on a trip. I vlogged the whole thing. Like, I've been recording, but I haven't been actually uploading. And I feel like it's because of that paralysis of overthinking and trying to figure out, okay, well, what do I want my YouTube brand to be? What is my niche? What am I going to focus on? What does my audience want? Like, I always ask myself about a million questions at once, and I don't allow myself the space to just answer one at a time. I don't allow myself to figure it out as I go. I guess that's the perfectionist in me, to where it's like I have to have everything figured out at one time. And if I don't have it figured out, then I'm not going to move. And that's how we end up getting 2 months without uploading anything. And I have tried my best to bring you guys along certain situations. Like, I know I did the vlog, or I did the short on, like, it's okay not to be okay. I was trying to give you guys like little like content in a shorter form to just show you what I had capacity for. And I thank you guys for engaging with that and watching that. But I definitely knew that I wanted to bring you more. So this is why we are here today on the beach, explaining my life away. Um, Another side of this is that, yo, doing YouTube without a computer, I think that is probably what I would have to put as number one. Like, for where I was mentally, yes. Trying to figure out my identity on YouTube, yes. But doing this without a computer, yo, it is a special kind of ministry. And come July of this year, it will be a year. So it's very hard to take several videos that total to about an hour and edit them down to 20 minutes or to even 45 minutes, all on my cell phone, y'all. It has been so difficult. And I've realized, like, that is a hiccup of mine. That is, it's a roadblock to getting me to where I want to be in pushing out content on YouTube. So in the next couple of months, I'm going to work on getting myself a laptop. I'm just gonna bite the bullet because your girl's got goals, okay? And I really feel like I need to just take this roadblock out of the way, um, just so that editing becomes easier and planning becomes easier, and just everything. Like you would think that after a year, I would low key have my life figured out a little bit as in regards to having a schedule and stuff. But y'all, I don't. I don't, and that is the God honest truth. I'm not gonna come on her as a person who has everything figured out in life. Like I will never be that person because even when I watch some of my stuff back from months ago, like for example, when I did my get to know me video, it was so funny because I've started like for just as an example, I've started drinking wine, but like a few videos before that, I was just like, yeah, I don't drink at all. And it's beautiful when we can allow ourselves the space to evolve. There is sand in my eye. Now that that's not actually clear, but I think it's important to just give ourselves the space to evolve and to change. Like I'm pretty sure at one point in my life, I would have said I will never not be a 7 day Adventist. Yeah, and where am I now? A whole non 7 day Adventist. So how did I get on this point? I'm so glad you asked because I really don't even know. But what I was saying is that I don't think I work well in spaces with where there's stimulus going on because I'm looking at Uncle Overheard do his fifth backflip on the sand. Someone else is playing music that sounds like Elvis Presley. You got Auntie over here walking on these sand with sounds like she's got some call bells. Like I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Which is probably why I just need to learn how to do a scripted duties in my house. But I didn't want to rob you guys of the view. I do think I've covered everything. Like over the last 2 months, just mentally, just been struggling. Um, Editing and doing YouTube without a laptop is honestly killing me. And I think the last point that I left out is that in my YouTube journey, right? For those of you who are new here, my YouTube is actually a good, probably a year behind. And I'm really going to start to cipher out what content I think is important for me to share and what content is probably just not as important or I don't know, just because I want to hurry up and allow the timeline of what I'm sharing to be closer to the present because it can be quite confusing to manage two timelines at the same time. So that is something that I'm also thinking of like, how do I strategically catch you guys up? Because every single time I don't upload, I push the timeline back further. And that's something that I get frustrated to myself about. Um, but in that, like, what was I saying? What was I saying? Do I have a problem? I really think I have a problem. Do I have ADHD? I wonder if I have ADHD. I could potentially have ADHD. So what I was saying, why I was mentioning that is because there's a few things that are coming up in the journey that I feel like have been some of the hardest things that I've gone through since living in Bermuda. And I don't know, maybe subconsciously it was just a level of vulnerability that I was not ready for. And I also hate it because I'm trying to be more structured with my videos, regardless of how unstructured this video is. Like, we're just going to throw this one out because it's like I need to just talk to the people. But I am trying to be more structured and strategic in my videos. And I feel like when I look back and see those videos, it doesn't necessarily fit with where I want to go. And I'm also just like, okay, I'm doing a lot of rambling. Does this video even make sense? And they usually say in the content world, like if it's boring to you or if you're not enjoying it, then your audience most likely won't enjoy it either. And so I'm really struggling with that because it's like, okay, Lord, do I share this part of my journey or do I like skip it because it seems boring? I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, there's a video of me when I was in the newspaper for actually this vlog, which I thought that'll be something like really huge to share because it's about the YouTube channel. But yo, I did a terrible. You gotta put that sunscreen on, Uncle. Go ahead. Good for you. Protect your skin. um, yes, I have ADHD. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, guys, let me know. Like, so yeah, it's about the YouTube channel itself, and I thought that would be great. But the way I was explaining to myself, I was just like, "Ma'am, you are not doing a very good job." So there's some parts that just come up that are quite vulnerable. Like, there's one video where it's 44 minutes, and I'm I'm just crying. Like, yo, this journey of moving back to Bermuda has been so hard. It's literally, it feels like one of the hardest things I've done outside of my master's degree. But honestly, as I look back, as I look over this journey, as I have officially passed a year of being home, a year was April 21st. Today is May 17th. So I've been home for a year. Um, I honestly would not change it for the world. The way that me leaving my last job happened, I would not change it for the world because my faith and level of dependency on God is in a place that it has never, ever been. Like, ever. So when things now come, I'm able to remember the things that he's brought me through in the past to handle these new hurdles. And I really feel like that's just what this faith journey is about. It's about us getting to a place of complete trust, faith, and dependence on God, regardless of what our physical circumstances look like, regardless of where we are mentally, regardless of where we are physically, like regardless of just where we are in life. I'm learning like God just wants dependence because for those of you who are new here, I had realized that, yeah, I'm a Christian and stuff like that, but I was very much so wanting to be in control. I was okay with giving certain areas of my life to God, but not all of them. And in moving here, and before I move on, I would say, especially financially, I have always wanted to be in control. I've always wanted to be like, okay, I need to have a lot of money because that for me equals security. And in moving here and going through this journey with God, I've realized like, that I have been putting my faith in the resources of this world and not in the actual source, which is God, because everything is a resource. When I had an abrupt ending with my previous job, knowing full well I didn't have a dollar in savings, like I was just like, okay, Lord, like I'm living the life that you have asked me to live. I am where you have asked me to be. And I'm going to hold you to your word. And I know that you're going to take care of me because even though I have cried, I have been depressed, I have been anxious about certain things, I have like just been in places before that I've never been. Even though all of that's been going on, even though I have not been making a lot of money being in Bermuda and struggling to make ends meet, I have never gone hungry. I have never had my electricity turned off. I have never had my internet turned off. My rent has never been late. And when I genuinely just go back to the basics of life, and I was talking to a friend about this the other day, like when I take a bird's eye view, like I literally have every single thing that I need. I might not have everything that I want. It might not line up the way that I want it to, but when I think about it, I have every single thing that I need. And I can only give praise and honor to God for that. Recently, I was on a trip with my mom. I went to go visit her in the States. And it was a trip that was a blessing because it was a trip that was given to me. And it was a complete reset for me, which is why I'm even here able to do this video. It was a reset because when I was in the States and in the city that I was in, I got to see the different ways that people were living. I got to see some hardcore lifestyles. And I really had to take a back seat and say, like, like, Lord, you've protected me. You've been faithful. Not to say that he hasn't protected other people, but I could have easily been one one paycheck away from being homeless. I could have been one situation away from trying marijuana, from trying harder drugs, from going to alcohol to solve my problems, and then that turning into alcoholism. Like, I could have been one situation, one job, one paycheck away from my life being completely different. And I really just had to look at my life and just be like, Lord, I am so blessed. Even when I got to see like I'm living in Bermuda for the first time in my life, knowing that I live in Bermuda, when I came back off of that plane, it was the first time that we could land and I could smile and be like, oh my gosh, I am so happy to be back. I've never had that experience being in Bermuda. It's always been, oh, I'm back here, back to life, back to reality. But coming back, I had this new like fervor. I had this new fire for life, and I still have it, and I'm grateful to have it. Because I didn't have it before, and I was struggling to have it before. So I am very grateful for it, and I'm grateful to get to work on the things that I believe that God has asked and called me to do. And honestly, y'all, I can't deny it. YouTube is one of them. I hate the editing process. I absolutely hate the editing process. And please know, if I got to a position of where I'm pretty secure in my finances and it will not break the bank for me, I will be paying for someone to edit these videos for me. I will not be doing it. Um, but outside of that, like, another thing that I feel like God has called me to do is to start up my business. So for those of you who are semi new or new, just if you don't know, I actually make natural skincare. So I have a skincare business called Shea Essence that, and if I may say so myself, the skin products are quite amazing. And so it's actually been about a year since I've made product. The last time I made product was April 2023 when I was moving to Bermuda. I made a bunch of products when I was in the UK to come to Bermuda to help with just having money for the first month before I waited, while I waited for my first paycheck. And so people for the entire year have just been asking me, when are you going to have more product? When are you going to have oil? When are you going to have this? And at the moment of where I lost my job, I just felt like God was saying, like, this is it. Like, this is it. It's time. Let's get into this. Let's do it. Let's roll it out. Because honestly, y'all, and I have been wanting to talk to you about this for the longest time. Another thing that was impacting me mentally is that I feel like I'm not one of, I'm, no, I don't feel like. I know for a fact that I am not one of those people who want a 9 to 5. I don't. I absolutely do not want a 9 to 5. I never want a 9 to 5. I want to be able to work a few hours a day, maintaining a business that I have, and enjoying life because I only live once. And it kills me on the inside when I'm working a 9 to 5 because it kills my creativity. And it also kills me to think that from me graduating from college all the way until 65, I'm going to be working. Like, if we really, really think about that, from college, or even for some people before college, if they don't go to college, or right after high school, if you might take a leap year or whatever. But basically, that entire span of your life is going to be spent potentially, depending on what work you're in. At least for me, it would have been in a building from 9 to 5 p.m., 8 hours a day, either between looking at a computer or talking to people. And guys, I can't fathom that thought. I don't like being in one place for too long. I don't I don't like asking people for vacation. I cannot even come to terms with the idea that I can work for 52 years out of the week and only be entitled to 2 weeks of that 52 weeks of vacation. For the whole year, I'm only entitled to 2 weeks of vacation. And in the UK, it was even better because you can take a whole month off. You can get a month and a half, and it be paid. That blows my mind to the fullest. And I had to realize a long time ago, and I feel like it's become even more concrete and solidified here in Bermuda and working. I've known it since I was about 15, but now as a 31-year-old, it's even more real that I finished my master's and, like, this is it. Yo, I have to make another way for myself. I want to get off the hamster wheel. I want to get out of the idea of, oh, well, honey, this is just the way that life goes. My parents would easily say, well, yeah, this is how life goes. You gotta work. If you don't work, you don't eat, you don't make your money. And I understand that. And I'm all down for working, but I don't want to work where I have to pay for where my time equals money. I want to be able to make money in my sleep. I want to be able to make money if I'm on a plane. I want to be able to make money if I'm sitting on this beach right now doing something for my YouTube channel. Like, that's the life that I want to have. And during these 2 months that I've been gone, I've been trying to force myself, especially towards the beginning of the 2 months, I've been trying to force myself to be okay with just getting a 9 to 5, putting my head down for a few years while I build. And that's still a great plan, but guys, I couldn't force it. I could not force it. And forcing it was hurting me even more mentally because I knew it was something that I genuinely did not want to my core. And so had been praying so much, like, Lord Jesus, like God, you know the desires of my heart. You know what I want. You know how I want my life to be set up. And you know the freedom that I would like to have. But I don't know how to get there. And I feel like with me no longer being at this previous job, God has aligned things in a way that I couldn't have even have put together myself. I have a new job. Yo, I am working from 10 to 1. Your girl don't have to wake up in the morning, okay? 10 to 1 and 11 to 2 on one day. And yo, that gives me so much time and space to work on things like my YouTube channel. It gives me so much space to to build my business and to work on my business. And I low key feel like after all of this time of feeling like God just has not been anywhere and has not been answering me or talking to me or anything, I feel like He has finally heard and answered one of my prayers. And I just feel like God has smiled on me, and it's the best feeling in the world, honestly, because again, I feel excited for my future. I feel like life has been given back to me. I feel like my creativity has been given back to me. And I'm so excited, which is why I was like trying to hide my excitement at the beginning of this video to come talk to you guys, because I feel alive again. And I hadn't felt alive for a very long time. So I know I was saying I was starting my business, but yes, I have started up Shea Essence. I'll show you I don't have it in this purse, but when I went up to my mom's, yo, I made oils, I made body butters, I made testers, I got some business cards printed. Like, I am doing the thing. I am waiting for my labels to come, and at the beginning of June, everything that I've made is going to be available to sell. I've set up my business account, my bank account. Like, ooh, yo, I am just so excited. And I think the most beautiful part of this journey is that, of course, that I'm stepping out in faith amidst the fear and the nervousness that I have. But another beautiful thing is that genuinely every single person who uses the product absolutely loves it. Absolutely loves it, y'all. And I genuinely could not ask for anything more. And I have just been asking God, like, just to bless YouTube. I pray for y'all, even as my subscribers. I ask Him to bless Shea Essence. Like, whoo, y'all, it's amazing. I will actually, just to break this up, because I know y'all are just sitting there looking at me the whole time. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of clips of like some product photos that I took of Shea Essence when I was back in the UK a while ago. But yeah, just something for you to look at. So I don't know how long this video is because I've cut it up across different videos. But guys, I'm trying. That's what I can say. I'm trying. I'm gonna get a laptop. I cannot promise a video for next week Friday. I really cannot. I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna promise it because it can be unrealistic. Hello, afternoon. Hi. Fine, thank you. Because it might be unrealistic for me right now, and I want to be able to keep a promise if I give it. So yeah. But overall, guys, I am good. Please, 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 if you're new here, guys, interact with me in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys think. Let me know if you're mad at me for going missing for 2 months. If you are, I get it. I get it. Like, I can't even be mad at you, honestly, because when my favorite YouTubers disappear, hopefully I'm your favorite YouTuber. But I'd be like, ma'am, where have you gone? Like, the nerve of you. The nerve of you to go somewhere and not tell us. So yeah, I just really wanted to be open and honest with you guys about where I am. I really do think that I've said all that I needed to say. I'm sure if I think too hard, I could find something else to say. Oh, one more thing. I told you. I am looking to rebrand. Although I feel like I am having an identity crisis on YouTube, I know I want to just rebrand. So I am actually going to be like, oh gosh, how can I forget this? I feel like I need to sit up and make it official. I am officially changing the name of my YouTube channel. What? I know. I know. I like life Shay's way, but you know what? I've always been a little bit convicted over it. And this could be just me being like, I don't know, extra, but when I really think about it, y'all, my life is not my way. Like, I have submitted my life to the Lord, and I'm just trying to be obedient in these streets. And I feel like when I put it life Shay's way, it's so misleading because my life is not my own. And it be hard in these streets because I'm just trying to follow the Lord's path. And sometimes the Lord's path comes with a lot of sacrifice, and my life don't be feeling like my own. Um, so besides that, I also just wanted something that rolled off the tongue a little bit easier versus life Shay's way. It's not going to be a huge change. It's going to be life with Shay. So yeah, yeah, life with Shay. And I really liked life Shay's way because for you guys who don't know, my full name is actually Wayne Shay, Wayne. So when I did life Shay's, no, life Shay's way. Yes, Shay's Way was a play on the beginning and the ending of my name. But you see what I did there? But yeah, I'm just gonna change it to Life is Shay, just to make it a little less complicated. So, over the weekend and maybe like over next week, I am gonna be just changing my banner. I'm gonna change my profile pic, and I'm also going to change maybe some of my thumbnails eventually. I'm not gonna stress myself out and try to do that all at once, but the name is definitely changing, my profile picture and the banner, and then how you search for me moving forward will be Life with Shay. All right. So when you do finally see how it's changed, let me know what you think. I have in a few of my shorts kind of given a little bit of hint to what my colors are going to be moving forward. So if you pick that up, good for you because I've been trying something different. Um, so yeah, guys, that's literally everything. Like I'm done for real, because I need to go home, get a shower. It's my best friend's birthday today. Happy birthday! And I'm gonna go home, get a shower, and get ready because we're gonna go for a drive. So my aim is honestly to have this video up on May 17th, Friday, May 17th. But I'm going for a drive, so I might not be home till a good 9:30 something. But I'm still gonna try to get this video out today. Um, Even if it's 11:59, it is still May 17th. All right. But y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with anybody else that you think might just enjoy this channel and enjoy this content. We have been recording at the beautiful Warwick Long Bay. I'm pretty sure you guys are like, oh, we would have probably preferred this view for a little bit. I know, I know, I know. But anywho, I need to go ahead and get out of here. Yo, I have on these pants that my best friend gave me, and oh, can I get up? Whew, they're so like they're big, but they're comfortable. Oops, yeah, like they're really big. Like, look, look how big they are. But they're super comfortable, and I can't complain. So let's get out of here, shall we? Oh, the frisbee's coming my way. Never mind. Hello. That's right, Auntie. You better walk in that sports bra. That's what I'm trying to do this summer. Let me tell you something. Baby, the summertime's about to get whatever body I've got. Okay? I'm sick of all this. Oh, I need to work out because it's about 5 weeks till summer. Baby, I'm got a body and it's summertime. That's all I need. I'm really afraid that Christmas coming back to me.